All right, guys, it's another Military Monday. Today we're reacting to the Marine Corps Body Bears, The Last to Let You Down.
Wanna be a bodybuilder? Right. So nobody will lift this heavy ass weight.
This was posted about 6 years ago. Every Monday, I react to military videos, talk about my military experience, and let's get into this.
A lot of people don't really know what we do or don't really know what it entails. And when they find out, they're taken back a little bit, and it really never crossed their mind at times. It's a great job. I love it for many reasons, of it just being an honor and something that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
You know, many times when I would tell people I was a body bear, many people would say, "Oh man, I'm so sorry," but it was one of the best jobs I ever had, and it was such an honor. And many people don't know how to handle it when you tell them, and many people don't know what it entails. But it was a great job, and nobody really should feel sorry for you. Now, the Marine Corps, they are very famous for their body bears being really, really big.
I was actually deployed when I heard about the body bears, and when I heard about the body bears, what it all was about, I was like, immediately I wanted to be one. I remember telling everybody, telling my family, telling friends that I was going to become a body bear.
Now, if I remember correctly, I believe this is 8th and I in Washington, D.C., downtown D.C. It's about 3 blocks away from the Capitol building. Nice little area. They have their silent drill team out there performing during the summers. This appears to be a parking garage that they're doing their stuff in. That's different. It's kind of cool, kind of gloomy, but very cool. It's like it's almost like a strongman gym. So it's interesting. I don't know if they still do this, but it appears this is how they used to train.
And when I got here, it took me about 7 months, and then that's how it all started. It's our job.
Very slow, very
have
very
flawless
precise.
training and to perform our job at the max at 100% for them. And so we don't do it thinking about ourselves. It's all for the family and for that American hero, really. How we conduct our funerals in Arlington, it's different from
The Marine Corps and the Army, if I remember correctly, has the most casualties, and you know they got a lot of people who come into Dover, and usually if somebody dies overseas, I believe they go to a base in Germany, and then from Germany they come to the States, and they almost always go through Dover Air Force Base, and yeah, and then they'll either be brought home to their families or they'll go to Arlington National Cemetery. And if they go to Arlington, they're going to be carried by the Marine Corps Body Bears.
every other branch. I've been told time and time again. And it's truly just an honor to be a part of it. Don't take it lightly to do our job. We want to do the best that we can for every funeral, because for a lot of people that's their one look on the Marine Corps that they get, and we want to leave them with that lasting impression. The majority of the funerals we do are older Marines died of natural causes, World War II vets, and then just dependents, loved ones from them. We still do get some active duty, and those are really don't want to say rough to do, but they are like, they make you think about what you're doing. And it brings it.
Yeah. The active duty ones are hard when they're overseas, and then it's the first time that the family is seeing their loved one, and it's they're in a casket, and it's a hard thing. And my first experience was a dignified transfer at Dover Air Force Base, and it was 02:30, and the family was there, and it was just it was rough, man. Yeah, it was freezing cold rain, and the family was there, and it was just it was something else. And then on top of that, funerals where it was somebody who perhaps took their life. We did have quite a few of those, and those are really hard to do, man, really hard to do. But each funeral is different. Like you said, many of them are retirees, old age, natural causes, and sometimes it's a little more harder situations. But yeah, it's a wide variety of situations.
Close to home. I think everybody handles it in their own way, but ultimately we're all here for each other and to help each other through anything.
Ooh, building a bear. Let's see. It can take students 6 months to more than a year to meet Body Bear standards. If you can't lift the weight, you're going to have to train to get there. I couldn't lift the weight when I first was drafted into the element. I had a little bit more broader shoulders. I was able to pack on some weight. So they took a chance on me. And after about, I'd say, a month of weight training, I finally got to the baseline standard. And then it took many more months to gain more weight and get a lot better, because you don't want to just be baseline. You want to be up there with the rest of the guys, pushing each other, so you can carry the casket. You don't want injuries. The standard was 225 for 3 reps on the bench, and then as well as many other things like this carry. I believe it was 95 pounds for 40 yards or something like that. But remember, this is baseline, and then you had to get different qualifications as your time being a body bear.
We're also working on is their technique on carrying and doing different various funerals that we do. Bearing is one of the most important things we have out here. Out in Arlington, we don't breathe through our mouths. It's all
through the nose.
And out through the nose. Just show no emotion and no pain, no physical strain whatsoever.
I mean, one time I almost passed out because of it. It's hot as hell out. You're wearing that ceremonial uniform. I was NPB, leader of the team, and we're carrying. It was a decent carry. It wasn't too long, but it was very hot out. And by the time we turned in, did our steps, lowered the casket, I was hyperventilating, and I was breathing through my nose. Didn't open my mouth. The family, they were fast to get to the gravesite, so there wasn't any situation where I could have started breathing through my mouth. Almost passed out. Luckily, I made it. But when you're in a situation like that, your heart is pounding. You're trying to calm yourself down. Yeah, it happens, man. But you have to stay sharp, crisp, motionless, emotionless. You're there for a reason, and it is not about you. It's about the service member and the family.
Because it's all about the family, and you don't want them to see anything other than a flawless funeral.
On, over the grave. Pick up the march sign.
So this is where we do everything down the LP. We have all our different training tools that we use, from 45-pound plates to the black box.
Yep.
It's dark, dirty. It gets wet down here. It gets crazy hot and crazy cold.
Yep. In our 2 weeks of IQ training, it was our very initial training into body bears. It would be holding 45 plates out on a wall, and you're doing wall sits. You're carrying plates around. You're carrying caskets around as a team, doing several laps, throwing in weights into the casket. Our casket, we called it SEV, SEV, or SEV. Its name was Sev, right? Short for 700, right? It was, once we loaded that thing up, it was about 700 pounds, and that's what we would train with. And we would do what was called go do an H, right? And the H was the shape of the squadron, and you would march around the H with the casket, lap after lap after lap. So, yeah, training is intensive.
And it really, I think, is where we should be working. And it's been around forever. Every section is trained down here, and we're just carrying on the traditions. My strength started to slowly go down within those first 2 months of getting here because of the shock. And really what I mean by the shock is just the different type of training they do here. You're gonna get tendonitis right away.
Oh, yeah, the tendonitis, man. I had, I think it's called, well, tendonitis. It's also known as like tennis elbow. I would go in the gym, do 1 or 2 reps of curls, and my triceps, my elbow would be so tight. The fat pads on the back of my elbows were so fat and drooping over my elbows. It jacks you up. That initial shock is no joke. Yeah, but you got to go through it. You have to take care of your body. If you're not taking care of your body, it's going to be very rough. But once you take it slow. I mean, you don't really have time to take it slow. You just have to make it work and take care of your body, and you'll get through it, and you'll hopefully eventually meet that standard.
From curling every day, the body's not used to doing 3 sets of 20 pull-ups, 3 sets of 20 curls every day. As time went on, I got stronger. I noticed changes in my strength. The tendonitis would go away after a few months.
That's a big,
and the body adapts
huge
to its environment, and it either gets stronger and breaks through those walls, or it breaks down. So really, you have to be a strong individual to get through it, and not just physically, but emotionally too, and mentally.
Mm.
I always think about the section, and I'm sure I want to come back, as a lot of guys do, just to see, hey, is it staying? Are the traditions still there? Are the guys still big? Are the guy, is everything the same? And little things might change, but for the most part, the traditions stay alive. I know one day I'm going to look back on all this, and I'm going to be like, those are the good old days. And it's cool to know that I'm in them right now,
Yeah, for sure. We had a case on where once we became fully qualified, we got a placard of our name on the case on, a gold placard. And I'm not sure what that was for them, the 500, 600, 700. I'm very curious as to what that is. I hope some of the body bears would comment. If they see this video, that would be really cool. I would like to hear their experiences. Navy, Marines, Air Force, all of them. I would love to hear from them.
Being deployed and knowing, like when we do active duty Marine funerals and stuff, and just knowing that they were over there serving their country selflessly and paying that ultimate sacrifice, it's really an honor to do it for them. And I always want to do my best for them and their family. I think the most common question I'm asked is, being a body bearer, doesn't that drain you a lot? Isn't that hard on you? And for me, honestly, I love it.
Oh, it looks like they're in
it's a hard
McClellan,
job. It's
I
not
think.
for everybody, but
Yeah, I have a
it's something
video.
I take a lot of pride in, and I know everybody else in the section does.
Wow. Yeah, that was a good video. That was a good video. Makes me emotional a little bit. Everybody I talk to says, you know, they miss it. Yeah, it was a good time. I miss the brotherhood and everything. What a great video, man. But anyways, that was the video. Marine Corps Body Bears, man, you guys are clean. You guys train hard. You know, I follow a couple of them. I follow their Instagram page. I believe Alan Thrall, he's a big strongman guy. I believe he was a Marine Corps Body Bear. And man, I love what they do. It was an honor to serve as a United States Air Force Body Bear. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and if you want to see more, leave a comment. And if you want to see other things, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed this video.